Okay. I'm going to call this meeting to order. So let's all stand for the flag salute. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Ready? All right. First of all, welcome everyone. It's always a pleasure when we have a full house, and especially when half of those attendees are our students. So it's great to see our students here. So thank you for being here. I do have a couple additions to tonight's agenda that I would like to ask to be added. We have a special presentation from a group of students that competed on the behalf of Glide School District in Battle of the Books. So I'd like to add that to our agenda, and then a request to apply for a fundraiser. And then we also have a member of the community who's either being told or volunteering to be on our budget committee that we would like to add to the agenda also. And with that, I present the agenda.
Oh, yeah, right. Yeah, Bob. Let's go into why you're here. Come on up.
Bob, will you make sure the green light's on the microphone?
You just kind of hold it down for a sec. And then try to talk as close as you can to the microphone.
That should work?
Yeah.
Okay.
So word on the street is you would like to be on the budget committee.
Yeah, I have a desire to do that.
Okay. So any questions about that?
Bob, will you tell us all how long you've been in Glide and where you live now?
Well, presently I live in Dixonville, but I was born and raised right here in Glide, about a mile from here. Went to 12 years of school and lived in Glide probably 60 years of my life. So.
Thank you.
You bet.
Yeah.
And yeah, a pulse is always a good start, and being local, that's a good second start. But for those who don't know you, would you give us a little background on your business background?
Well, I've been running more or less a trucking company for, what will it be, 44 years this June, hauling all kinds of commodities, a lot of lumber, naturally from our area. We haul logs. Kind of traditionally, we haul a lot of local stuff like during the wine harvest in the fall, we haul lots of wine grapes. And so we're pretty much the only company that's left in Douglas County that really can service those kind of things that we do. They're just the way the economy's been. Everybody's pretty much gone down the track. So anyway, we're still got our plow on the ground and been doing it for a long time, and don't really have too many plans to quit yet. So That's, anyway, anything else you want to know about?
No,
That?
that's good. Thank you, Bob.
Okay, thank you.
How did you acquire a desire to be on the budget committee? Or is that
Well,
embellished? I won't hold you to that answer.
It took quite a bit, really, to, actually, the desire was always there. It's just, for one thing, I tried to remind myself 2 or 3 times to apply before the deadline, and anyway, that didn't happen. The string I tied around my finger fell off somewhere along the line. And anyway, then I knew after the time had passed, I kind of went silent, and then I heard they were still short. And anyway, you know how word travels. So here I am. I was an hour early tonight too. I thought the meeting started at 6, so I've been sitting in the parking lot. So even though I was late, a month late, John brought that up. I was a month late getting here, but tonight I was an hour early getting here. So.
Clean slate.
Okay, any other questions? If not, I will entertain a motion to bring Bob Murray onto the Budget Committee.
I move to put Bob Murray on the budget committee in a 3-year term.
I'll still second.
Okay, all those in favor? Aye. All right. Motion passes.
No turning
Welcome
back
aboard.
now.
Okay, well, thank you. It's probably easier than filling out the application anyway.
We have one more opening.
All right.
And, yep, thank you. And folks, we still have one more opening on the Budget Committee, so tell your friends. Okay. Right? Okay, I believe we're going to move on to the student reports. Audrey Odell and Ayana Mehta. We'll have Audrey come up first.
Hello, my name is Audrey Odell. You probably know me from editor reports. But to start it off, we had the Junior Bobcat Club host the Donuts for Divas on March 14th. 536 students and divas enjoyed a breakfast together to start their day, followed by a morning recess with Mrs. Beard, Mr. Freeman, Mr. Halter, and Mr. Odell. The character trait of the month of March is success from the House of Protos. Protos is an ancient house of wisdom whose name reflects the Greek root meaning first, the house whose destiny is defined by striving excellence. The House of Protos knows that they defend their house best by being the most upstanding citizens of their school and community overall. Spring sports started this week. We have over 200 students participating in spring t-ball, baseball, softball, and soccer. The Barefoot Dance Recital is this Thursday at 5 p.m. At the Glide Loop Gym, we have 50 dancers, pre-K through high school, who have prepared for this year's recital. A day in the life of a sixth grader. This is a very busy time for sixth graders. Many sixth graders begin the day with doing announcements with Mrs. Beard. Next, we work on math skills and prepare for Battle of the Books. In math, we are learning ratio, rate, and proportion. Science includes an investigation of parachutes as we prepare to develop our own investigations for science fair. Reading includes a wide array of skills. Just before noon, we go to lunch and recess. In writing, we are currently doing and researching and writing a persuasive 5-paragraph essay, Should We Keep the Penny? Wellness walk on our walking path on Wednesdays. On Wednesdays, we have volunteer smart readers. Then we have some IXL time to catch up on some skills. We end the day with PE and music, both filled with engaging activities. Then it's time to go home. Outdoor school. Save the dates, April 22nd through the 25th. Sixth grade will be hitting the great outdoors. We will spend 4 days and 3 nights under the capable hands of Quo outside at Camp Myrtlewood near Myrtle Point. In the coming weeks, we will be making our field notebooks and preparing for the great learning opportunities that await us. All 6th graders read from a special list of 16 Battle of the Books. 12 teams were formed. Each team battled a minimum of 5 times. Started out in a round robin. Next, 2 divisions of double elimination. The Division 1 winner team was Audrey S., Jackson B., Eric, Olivia, and Carter D. The Division 2 winning team included Heath, Hattie, Colton S., Adley, and Cheyenne. Upcoming events: Community Egg Hunt, March 30th at 5 p.m. at Glide Elementary Field. Donuts for Dudes, April 11th, 7 through 8 a.m. in the GS cafeteria. Kindergarten Roundup to be determined for a day the last week of April. Thank you for having me today.
Hi, I'm Ayana. I'm the student body president. I have a long list of events, so bear with me. This is like the school year. So, as you know, we have upcoming spring break, 25th to the 28th, and then April 2nd is an FFA officer meeting at lunch in the Ag Room, plus Mrs. Strawn's field trip to Dino's. April 3rd, we have an Iceland trip parent meeting in the Glide High School Library. April 4th, Miss Strawn's field trip to Dino's and a Glide Middle School skating field trip day. And then we also have a dress-up day. It's Western Day to support OSAT. We will have April 8th, a March Madness contest. Winners will receive ice cream on Thursday. April 9th, the ETS will be in the library during lunch and success to provide information to students, and an FFA proficiency offer and scholarship interviews from 9 a.m. to 8 p.m. April 10th, we have welding certification test in Mr. Kircher's classroom from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m., and that will be the project grad auction also, and then DCLA at the fairgrounds. April 11th, we have Knife River Training Center Career Exploration from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m., and then an FFA chapter meeting at lunch. The Let's Go Crazy Spring Dance has been rescheduled to April 12th. It'll be from 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. in the Aux Gym, and it's just $10 at the door. And then in order to support baseball, we have a Dogs Out Day where you're basically supposed to wear flip-flops. So April 17th is a school board meeting at 7 p.m. in the Glide High School Library. And then Jordan Center Museum of Art field trip. April 18th is a Glide FFA banquet. April 24th, the Drama Club play, along with April 25th and April 26th. On April 25th, there will also be a National School Bus Drivers Appreciation Day. And April 26th, an outdoor club trip to Elevation Climbing Gym in Eugene from 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. April 27th and April 28th, we have the Glide FFA Chapter Plant Sale. April 27th through May 1st is the Senior FFA Leadership Field Trip to Washington, D.C. May 3rd is the Breakfast of Champions. May 6th through 9th is Teacher Appreciation Week. May 8th is the FFA Officer Meeting during lunch in the Ag Room. May 13th through 16th is Prom Spirit Week. May 15th is a half day of school at 12 p.m. GMS and GHS. There will also be a school board meeting that day. May 16th is parent conferences and an FFA chapter meeting. May 17th is parent conferences and the Glide High School prom at Wildlife Safari. And then May 22nd through 24th is when the Seattle trip will be rescheduled. And May 27th, there's no school because it's Memorial Day. June 2nd is the Glide High School graduation, 1 p.m. at the UCC Jacoby Auditorium. And then June 5th through 8th is 8th grade promotion from 2 p.m. in the Glide High School main gym. So it is spring, a ton going on right now. So lots of sports, lots of activities. And if you want, I can hand this paper to you guys so you can kind of see all of them, because there's a lot.
Nice job. I'm tired just listening to you.
Yeah, I was having a hard time keeping up.
Nice job.
Okay, now we have Russ Cole talking about Battle of the Books.
Hi, wow, got some volume. I'm Russ Cole. I'm the librarian, and I'm the coach for the Battle of the Books team. And just to set things clear here, I'm also the assistant director for the spring play, which is rehearsing tonight, so not to be rude, but we're going to make a quick presentation and get back to rehearsal. We went to the regionals last weekend in Coos Bay, and after a battle up and down, back and forth, and kind of a nail biter there at the end, we came in second. And most of my team is right here behind me. One of our members couldn't make it, transportation issues, but Peter Shepard, Violet Hawkins, Kaylee Santiago Hernandez, and Wanjiku Selena. Selena Herrera is also on the team, but she couldn't make it tonight. So I'm going to let the team tell you what happened because I was not up there. They were up there, and I was in the audience just watching. They did all the work. So, Peter Shepard.
Hello, I'm Peter Shepard. I was very honored to be able to be the spokesperson for this Battle of the Books team last Saturday. I think it is a very good thing to be able to compete in something that is not just athletics, where everyone is on an equal playing field. And I think there is no better reward than seeing all your hard work paying off.
Test. Kind of just to continue what Peter said, so we had voluntary meetings every school day that we could. We would come in, we would do questions, talk about our books, and it was just really rewarding to see our work pay off when we would get one of the questions that we had studied. That happened a few times. It was just a really great experience.
Hello, I'm Kaylee. Hopefully you guys can hear me. I was also one of the members, and to continue what they were talking about, it was very rewarding to be part of this team, to see all your hard work pay off, like Peter and Violet said, and also to just enjoy this and connect again with books and enjoy reading.
Hello, I'm Wanjiko. I was actually an alternate, so I was in the audience with Mr. Cole, but I can tell you that everybody on this team worked really hard, read these books multiple times through, and studied to get where we got, and I'm so proud of all of them. So, yeah.
And if I could just say, the entire team really made me proud.
Yeah, for sure.
Very, very polite, very considerate, very businesslike. When other teams would start messing around and joking and stuff, they stayed focused. They did their job, and they just they were the best example of Glide students. Just really proud of them. Thank you.
That's awesome. Can I ask a quick question?
Yeah.
So for those of us in the audience that don't know what Battle of the Books even is, could you just briefly explain what that even means?
So the high school team had 12 books that they needed to read. It's different for each level, but basically they have to be able to answer questions from all 12 of those books.
Oh, wow.
And they're random questions. Some of them are about content. Some of them are just in which book did this take place. Some of them are just matching the book to the author, but it requires a lot of memorization. For a 62-year-old guy whose memory is starting to go south, I was really impressed with some of the stuff that these guys would pull out. I mean, the tiniest detail and just came right up with it. But basically, you just have to read all of those books and then be able to answer any kind of question that they pose you.
Wow. Thank you.
Also, we qualified for state, by the way.
Oh, yeah, that's awesome. Congratulations.
We got second at the regional, so we thought that's the end. But somebody from the state tournament office contacted me Tuesday morning and said, you got a wild card into the state championship.
Amazing.
So
That's great. Congratulations, everyone. I love hearing the reminders how awesome our kids are. That's cool. Okay. Tammy?
I'm coming before you tonight with a heart filled with gratitude and profound appreciation for just our incredible community that's rallied around us in the wake of the loss of our teacher. The passing of Mrs. Lee left a void that seemed insurmountable. So, yet in the face of tragedy, our community has shown remarkable strength, compassion, and unity. So to all of you who have offered your support, whether through kind words, gestures of sympathy, or acts of kindness, I want to express my deepest gratitude. The unwavering support has been just a beacon of hope during this difficult time. It's moments like these that we truly understand the power of community and the importance of coming together to uplift one another. I want to extend a special thank you to Brockway Elementary for their incredible generosity and support. In a gesture of solidarity, they graciously allowed one of their kindergarten teachers to join us during this difficult time. Mrs. Jewell's presence has been a source of comfort and stability for our students, parents, and staff. Their willingness to lend a helping hand in our time of need speaks volumes about the strength of the bond between schools in our county. In addition, I'd like to thank the following people and organizations for providing items, time, plants, cards, snacks, lunch for our staff. So Looking Glass Elementary, Riddle Elementary, Brockway Elementary, Winchester Elementary, East Primary, Lori Peterson, Allison Whitworth, North Umpqua Bible Fellowship, the Glide Baptist Church, the ESD's flight team members along with ADAPT, Pearson's funeral directors, so many parents not in that class, parents in that class that just came and spent and shared their time with us, and then the OGs, which is a group of retired ladies that banded together and got all our cookies together. So anyways, at our candlelight vigil, Mrs. Lee's husband Howe described our town as a small town with big hearts. Let's remember that even in our darkest moments, that there's light to be found in the kindness and generosity of those around us. Thank you once again for being the shining example of what it means to be a community.
Thank you, Tammy. Okay, I believe we're going to move on to the March SB Awards.
Okay, we're gonna start with the high school, and for 12th grade, it's Denise Abata. Close? All right. Denise is a student who embodies reliability, thoughtfulness, and imagination in every aspect of her academic journey. Her thoughtfulness shines through in her interactions with peers and educators alike. Her insightful contributions during class discussions reflect her thoughtful approach to learning as she eagerly engages with complex ideas and respectfully considers diverse perspectives. Congratulations, Denise. For 11th grade, Noah Eichenbusch. Noah is the epitome of a well-rounded student athlete. Despite juggling 3 sports alongside a regular schedule of accelerated high-level classes, he stands out as a shining example of dedication and excellence. Noah maintains a flawless 4.0 GPA, demonstrating a remarkable commitment to academic achievement. He's extremely charismatic, positive influence in the classroom, and on every team he participates in. Congratulations, Noah. Oh yeah, I like it. All right, for 10th grade, Clara Kircher. Clara demonstrates what it is to be a well-rounded student, juggling the demands of being a three-sport athlete while maintaining an unwavering commitment to service and academic excellence. Her dedication to sports isn't just about competition. It's a testament to her discipline and determination, reflecting her resilient spirit both on and off the court. Clara remains remarkable, humble, and respectful, treating everyone she encounters with kindness and empathy. Her genuine warmth and concern for others make her a beloved friend and role model to all who have the privilege of knowing her. Congratulations, Clara. For ninth grade, it's Carol Moromontes. Am I close? Carol? Okay, I'll read Carol. Carol diligently applies herself to her studies, striving for excellence in all her classes. Beyond her academic pursuits, Carol's courteous demeanor brightens every interaction, spreading positivity wherever she goes. However, what truly sets Carol apart is her genuine desire to uplift others. Whether through offering words of encouragement or lending a helping hand, she consistently builds up those around her, fostering a supportive and inclusive environment within her academic community. In Carol, one finds a beacon of kindness and encouragement, enriching the lives of those fortunate enough to know her. Congratulations, Carol. All right, for middle school, and I do want to note that 2 of the recipients tonight are related to me. And one of them is Elizabeth Morrow. So Elizabeth consistently pushes herself to excel academically while also extending a helping hand to her peers. Her dedication to learning is matched only by her compassion for others. Whether it is assisting a struggling classmate with a challenging concept or lending a sympathetic ear to a friend in need, Elizabeth's kindness knows no bounds. Dependability and genuine, she embodies the qualities of a true gem in our classroom. Elizabeth's presence enriches our learning environment, and her unwavering support makes her not only a valuable classmate, but also a cherished friend to many. Congratulations, Elizabeth. And I'll add, she also has to stay away from fireplace grates. It's a big story. All right, for 7th grade, Aubrey Dumont. Aubrey embodies a quiet intelligence that radiates like a bright light amongst peers and colleagues. Despite her reserved demeanor, her presence is uplifting and reassuring to those around her. She possesses an innate resiliency, facing challenges with unwavering determination and grace. Beyond her calm exterior lies a diligent and hardworking individual dedicated to achieving her goals and supporting others along the way. Aubrey's combination of intelligence, warmth, and resilience makes her an invaluable asset to any team fortunate enough to have her. Congratulations, Aubrey. All right, for 6th grade, Faith Beardsley. No Faith? All right, I'll read Faith. Faith consistently shows respect and consideration for adults and other students in the classroom. Faith is a very friendly, kind, and positive attitude. She is a great person to have in class and works well with others. Faith is also very thoughtful. She tries to help others whenever she can. All right, for 5th grade, McKenna Enos. Oh, I'm missing that one too. All right, I'll read McKenna's. McKenna's kindness, creativity, and determination shows up in many areas of the classroom. She cheerfully helps the classroom clean and organize. She loves to write stories, recently used all 10 of our current vocabulary words to write a thoughtful paragraph. That's impressive. She also has shown perseverance in learning math, taking extra time and asking questions to make sure she understands an assignment. Congratulations, McKenna. And for 4th grade, Zane Anderson. Zane is an exceptional 4th grader. He consistently works hard and is determined to succeed in his academics. Zane's positive attitude and jokes bring joy to those around him. He has a talent of creating fun voices for characters and stories and excels at acting them out in readers' theater. He treats his classmates well and often volunteers to help clean the lunchroom during recess. Zane is a wonderful student and an absolute joy to have in class. Congratulations, Zane. And for 3rd grade, it's Clementine Black. And Clementine is the other person that's related to me. I had to text her grandma and say, oh, I think she's getting an award tonight. Clementine is always ready to learn. She is hardworking and is kind and thinks of the feelings of others. Her work is always completed with her best effort. Congratulations, Clementine. All right, for 2nd grade, Kaysen Stratton. All right, Kaysen is intrinsically motivated. It is not just his math and reading abilities that set him apart from others, but his joy of learning and taking on new challenges. I am so proud of Kaysen this year. And then for 1st grade, McKinley Hoover. Yay! McKinley is an excellent reader, working hard to get her phonics right in dictation. Her self-confidence has grown quite a bit in reading group, and her, all right, I can do this attitude in math. Oh, and her I can do this attitude. In math, she strives to do her best, and she has shown significant improvement. She also gets along with all her peers. Congratulations, McKinley. And then for kindergarten, McCoy Andrews. McCoy is a super kind and sensitive little learner in the Bumblebee classroom. He is a responsible student and stays on task when working and does not get distracted by others. While he is often one of the quieter, more reserved kindergartners, he is well liked by his peers and staff alike. McCoy loves to be active and enjoys his time in PE and recess. He is a very polite and caring person, and he is always patient and willing to help others in need. Thank you for being you, McCoy.
Real quick, before we take a break, I just want to give a shout out to Coho Pizza for all their gift certificates that they've donated to us and all the pizza that they've dedicated to all the searchers that have gone out looking for Rachel. So we're just super grateful for them in our community. So let's take a break. She must have gone to the bathroom or something. Janet, our other board member? Oh, she's sitting right there. Never mind. Don't mind me. I think we're going to try to get this all buttoned up. Okay, so moving right along, I will entertain a motion to approve the consent agenda.
I move to approve the consent agenda as presented.
I can second.
Any discussion or questions? All right, all those in favor? Motion passes. And public participation, we don't have any. No yellow cards. Second meeting of Nirvana. Okay, moving right along. I believe we're at the superintendent report.
All right, so last year, and Dan's probably the only one that has a history on this, but the board decided to vote for 2 years of school calendar. And if you remember early on this school year, I came to you and asked to move a couple dates because it didn't work right. Well, I wasn't looking far enough ahead. I need to do that again now for the 24-25 school year. And there are 2 changes that I would ask you to entertain, and that is moving the in-service day in September from September 6th to September 13th, and then changing the moratorium week that currently is in the calendar from, it says July 23rd through 28th. That's the wrong week. It should be July 28th through August 3rd. So making those 2 changes to next year's calendar. '24, '25.
So I will entertain a motion on moving those dates on the calendar for the 24-25 school year.
I'll move to change the dates as presented.
All right, all those in favor? Awesome, motion passes.
All right, well, thank you very much. I'm sorry. Okay, for my report? Yeah. Okay. I have a couple things to report on. First of all, I wish all the people were here, but I couldn't get it out when Tammy was done talking. I really do want to give a shout out to Tammy and her leadership. They don't teach you how to deal with a tragedy like Tammy's dealing with, and she has remained super professional, super caring. She's always made her decisions on what was best for the kids in that class, the kindergartners, and the kids in her school. She's supported her staff, parents, and community members, and I'm just really proud of the way that you've led that. So thank you, Tammy. I also want to give a shout out, and this guy doesn't do that for a shout out, but Dan Metz has been intimately involved with this tragedy to the point where he's supporting the family. He was one of the first ones on scene. He has volunteered his time, his family's time to help support the recovery efforts. And that just takes a special person to do that, and just really proud, Dan, to be part of this group and have you do that. So thank you for your efforts on that. Okay, I wasn't sure I was going to get that out. Okay, Some updates on some business stuff. Last board meeting, I reported to you that the district had applied for 2 different TAP grants. And I am very excited to tell you that we just received notification this week that we were approved for both of those grants. Yeah. So just to recap, both of them are worth $40,000 each, directed towards a facility assessment report and then a long-range facility planning report. There is a webinar April 2nd. Why I didn't write the time down, I don't know. But I would really love to, for board members to sit with me during that presentation so you can start gathering some information and understanding on what those 2 reports are. Yeah, and I could actually, it's a Zoom, so I could actually send you the link so you wouldn't need to come on campus. But I think it would be really good for you to hear and learn with me. This is new for me also. And I think it'll help just understanding the process. So I will send that to you. I don't know the time. I didn't write it down. I apologize, but it's April 2nd. And I will send that out first thing tomorrow with the time on that. I know it's only an hour long. It is during the day. I want to say it's 10 to 11 or 11 to 12, something like that. Do you remember, Carolyn? I don't want to put you on the spot. Yeah, I don't either. Sorry. Okay. Yeah, so remember the reason why we would do these 2 assessments is Glide is in a position to start talking about extending or renewing our capital improvement bond that's ready to expire. And Oregon has, it's called matching funds. It's called an AWESOME grant. I don't know exactly what the acronym stands for. But it's pretty significant to small school districts because I want to say it's like $6.5 million grant that they give you if your community passes a capital improvement bond. So large school districts that go out for like $100 million bonds, $6.5 million isn't that big, but for a district like us, I don't know what we're eligible for, but that $6.5 million would be very significant. And you have to have these 2 assessments done in order to qualify for that AWESOME grant. So this sets us up to at least apply for that.
And do you want to remind everyone why it's a really great time for us to do this?
Because it's awesome. What Director Adave is talking about is our current bond is ready to mature. Am I saying that right? And districts that have put forth a capital improvement bond at the same time that their current bond matures, you can roll that over to your community at basically 0 impact to your community and still generate funds that would help a capital improvement project in your organization. Districts that are in the window that we're in have a much greater likelihood of passing that bond than either trying to go for a bond on top of your current bond or waiting for a gap in between, and taxpayers get used to not paying that level of tax.
So no new taxes, is what I heard, which sounds awesome. You're right. It's an awesome grant.
It is an awesome grant. We also received word that we were successful in our early literacy success grant that Principal Beard had applied for on behalf of the district. And that grant is for $60,000 and some change. And the intent of that is to purchase materials for our ECRI program. And our ECRI program is a reading intervention program that we're using with our students for staff professional development and for summer learning. So Tammy, thank you again for putting the effort forward to do that. The district posted and went through a process to hire a new athletic director. You approved him in your consent agenda, so it is public knowledge now. And so Brandon Smith went through the process and was selected and has accepted the position of our new athletic director. Brandon is a longtime Glide resident, went through our program, was an athlete for Glide, played college ball, chose to come back to Glide to teach and raise his family, and has been with the district for 7 years now as a teacher, I believe. No, 7 years as a coach, longer as a teacher. How many years? How many? Gotcha. Thank you. We're very excited to have Brandon lead our athletic program. I want to end my report, and I wish Mrs. Strong was here, but I know you all are getting tired of me about talking about these unique things that happen in Glide, but I'm sorry, I'm going to keep telling you these things when they happen because it just continues to blow me away. I will tell you that the hospitality and graciousness that has come out of this tragedy has blown me away. I just think it's a remarkable community that rallies around our school system and our people. But we had an event, the second annual food truck event at the high school through our On Your Own program that Mrs. Strong runs, and she was here earlier because her daughter received an award. It was one of the coolest things I've ever seen. Our school basically, I should have Christina talk about it because you would do better at this, but basically the school stops and kids that have been working on a food truck project, they not only had to build a model of their food truck, but they had to build a portfolio that talked about the ingredients, their marketing plan, their target audience, a menu, and then they had to prepare one item on that menu to be judged. And last year, it was held in the Ox Gym. The Ox Gym couldn't hold it this year because there were so many participants. Rough day at work, I volunteered to be a judge. But honestly, if it grows anymore, I can't judge every category because I was so full at the end. But the beauty is your judges go around and you rank everything, and there was awards and stuff. But the kids also got to go around and partake, and they got to do a People's Choice Award, if you will. And so there was winners that way too. It was a super cool thing. We had the news review there. They wrote a really good article about that. I wish I would have thought ahead and invited you guys. Next year I will certainly do that. It's definitely an event you want to see because it is special to Glide. Christina, do you want to add anything to that? Yeah. And then the last thing I want to end on, just kind of piggyback on that, I just continue to be impressed every day how the Glide high school and middle school teachers work together to ensure that somebody's program is being successful. So an example, today, I think it was today or yesterday, my days are running together, Mr. Shaw took 5 students up to the Soda Springs Reservoir, and he threw that out there, and all the teachers rallied around, supported the kids to do that. And then our music teacher sends out that he's taken a group to compete at a music festival, and I had the privilege of sitting in Mrs. Anderson's class and listening to kids make a presentation to Congress on proposing a change to a law. Awesome. And kids from other classes could get permission from their teacher to come in and listen to their peers do that. It's just overwhelming me with joy to see our teachers supporting other teachers to help kids be successful. So just really proud of that for this district. And on that, I'm going to shut up. Thank you very much.
All right, I believe we're on to Carolyn for the financial report.
There we go. My light wasn't turning green. So I just wanted to reiterate what Robert shared, that we're really happy about that we got those TAP grants. So that's very good news. I'm knee-deep in working on my first budget. So my days are filled with that. And we just got our state school fund numbers today. So that is what's happening in my world.
Did we win the lottery?
I'll take okay.
Yeah, okay, it was good.
I'll take okay.
And then we have a a budget committee meeting coming up next month, right? At the end of next month?
Yes, it's April, I want to say 24th is the first one, but do you have your calendar, Jan? But yes, don't make me too nervous, Tracy, reminding me how close it is. No.
Right. I think it's April 22nd is the first one.
Okay.
And maybe the second one is on the 29th or 30th, something like that.
Okay, yeah.
All right. Thank you, Carolyn. Individual board member reports. So why don't we just start with you, Janet?
Thank you. So I have really been, for those of you that are aware, my oldest son, Alex, is the assistant baseball coach, and so I'm getting to spend a lot of time out watching baseball again, which is kind of fun, not having a kid actually participating and just watching without the stress, so I'm loving it. And at the baseball, I had the opportunity to talk with several folks that have been involved in the booster club, and so I am very curious, Mr. Superintendent, just given that we currently have, with the grade school being the Bobcats and being blue and gold, and the middle school being the Raiders and red and black, right? And then the high school, again, having the blue and gold and black. It makes it very challenging for parents, and I've heard that consistently in terms of also purchasing, things in sports and all of that. So I don't know what the process is to go through to examine what it would take to consider having an alignment with the colors with the various schools, if that's even an option. If we could at least explore that, I would like to propose that.
So exploring name change and color change potentially for junior high?
Yeah.
Yeah, I too am curious about the process and have had several people talk to me about it as well.
Sure.
Just because we tried this, this came up. Yeah, I think I was going to say 10, but 7 or 8. Yeah, so it was surprisingly contentious. So there was a lot of strong feel one way or the other. My opinion is, as time would go by, more and more people would just rather everything's blue and gold. But at the time, we left it to, we had votes, we had surveys, we had lots of things. We'd come up with a different cat, I can't remember what the cat was, and talked about it, but at the end of the day, we left it up to the community, and the community decided no. But I think probably, trying to figure out how to say it, but as time has gone by, I think it's probably more and more likely to be approved.
Yeah. Time for another little check.
Yeah.
So what I heard is you're asking me to come up with a process to look into that, to direct the board. Okay, I'm on it.
I also will just note that next board meeting, I will need to call in. I have to do a training, and I have to do a bunch of prep work, so I can call in that night, but I can't be here in person.
Okay. All right. Board member Daniel Metz, do you have anything else that you want to? Okay. Mr. Quimby?
Yeah, to Robert's deal about Christy not being here, it might be because I kind of laid into her for not inviting me to come eat that stuff. So
There wasn't enough food to invite you.
I wasn't invited though, and she knows that.
You would have loved that.
Yes, but one other thing that has been brought to my attention, the peer grant that we applied for the rodeo grounds, and that they didn't really give us the time of day for. I don't know exactly what the story was there, because anyway, we didn't get it, but the 25th, they're having a public comment on the ones that they did approve, and if anybody wants to go or such that the ones they did approve, Glide Water did get somewhat approved. This is the final approval on the 25th that they're gonna do. And it's for public comment, but I couldn't find the grants. All I could find is who applied for them. I couldn't find the actual grant. So I don't know what the grant is for the ones that they did approve. I think they approved 5 or 6 of them that they're gonna go down. So if anybody's interested in that, it's March 25th from 2 to 4 at the courthouse, room 216, so, to find out what actually happened there. And also, I'd like to, also, the color deal, I think that we should really work on that. I'm all for that, whether we do that. I think, you know, just the actual dollars, you know, invested is, you know, you can use all the gear if it stays blue and gold. It's just a better idea, I really think. And for those of us that went to school here, they changed from the Red Devils to the Raiders at one point. They never asked our opinion of it. So, you know, I mean, surely that they'll get, you know, and it might be a contentious for a year or two after we change, but, you know, I think it's probably for the best if we can get that done. And then I did get some calls on the ice and snow days and when we do a 2-hour delay, when we don't. I think that I started school here in 1970, went 12 years. I had a brother, older sister. My folks went to school here. And then I think my kids started in 97 till last year. This school has done an excellent job on when we call school snow days. And I've never seen, you know, a time when it really wasn't done well. So our buses are all got changed. They're for, you know, this kind of weather. We probably live in the most treacherous district in Oregon as far as the roads go. So I think we've done pretty good on that. And I just hate to see people complain about that. If they have a complaint, I'd like to, you know, you're welcome to drive your kid to school. If you think it's too dangerous for him to come on the bus, keep him home. You know, the school's going to understand. So I think that kind of needs to be said. And one other deal, the week before Rachel's accident, we were headed to Bend, and I like to wear a Dry Creek store hat. And I bought this hat from her on a Saturday before her accident. And her dad and I grew up together. And this hat's kind of special. So, anyway, thanks.
Board Member Shaw. I just want to thank everyone on our board and Dan, thank you for all the work you've been doing to help try to find Rachel. And everyone in our community that's come together for this family I know we're all super grateful and everyone's grieving. So everyone's kindness and compassion is super appreciated. And I love our community and our district so much. And I'm super proud of how everyone's handling and coming together and supporting this family and our teachers and everyone at the grade school. So thank you for everything. Okay, meeting adjourned. Thank you.